Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Turning the Verge. My guest today is the producer of the OC Music Awards, Luke Allen. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. So, I think I'm like a lot of people where I'm like, OC Music Awards, I didn't know we had them.
Right.
Is that a common thought that comes across?
Well, I mean, it's not a new thought. We have heard that. Been around for 9 years. This is the second year.
I feel very out of touch now.
Well, we're hoping to change that. We're hoping to broaden the reach of its scope. It's been around for 9 years. This is the 2010 OC Music Awards coming up at the Grove in Anaheim on March 6th. The second year that I've actually been producing it, along with a great team. Ashley Eckenweiler is the director, and we have a whole team behind it that is propelling the event and pushing it forward.
So tell me about the actual event. Is it like the Grammys, or what is the OC Music Awards?
It's kind of like the Grammys. It's a scaled-down regional awards show. It's all Orange County music, so to participate you have to be an Orange County artist, living in Orange County currently at the time you are nominated, or want to participate in the Showcase Series. And like the Grammys, you know, it is a big one-night event. Certainly, but we do have another component, which is the Showcase Series that leads up to the awards night and runs from January through February into the awards night, building momentum, and just connecting the entire OC music scene through this Showcase Series.
So that's happening right now. So
right now, so you can get out there.
Yeah. So, and these concerts, or I don't know if it would be considered a concert, but this is free to attend, correct?
All Showcase Series shows are free, completely free, and that was a big part of sort of what we wanted to change when we came in. We wanted to cut down the barriers of entry for both the musicians participating and anyone who wanted to come out and be involved as a fan, a spectator, and get involved into the music scene. So the Showcase Series used to have a submission fee along with participating and submit your music and pay, a nominal fee to participate. We did away with that, and then you'd have to pay to enter the actual venue on the night of, and we did away with that. So you can come out and support your local band. They're all on Tuesday nights. We have 2 coming up. Next week is going to be in San Clemente. So it's a little bit of a hike, but it's going to be well worth it, at the OC Tavern, and that'll be February 9th. And then February 16th, we'll be back here a little bit closer to Central OC at the Gypsy Lounge in Lake Forest.
Oh, awesome. So these bands that are performing in the showcase, what goes on in a showcase?
Well, a whole lot of good music, mainly. No, so it's a Battle of the Band style competition. There are 5 acts that perform each night. Each of them get about a 25 to 30 minute set. So, and they're all sort of similar on each night. So if you come to a night and you like a couple of bands on there, you're going to like the other bands that are also participating. Hopefully you'll get introduced to a new band, which is part of the big thing, to introduce people to music in different venues. And that's why we go to a different venue actually each showcase night. So we start at Detroit Bar and then traverse the entire county.
Full circle.
Exactly, connecting the dots. That's sort of the goal of the awards. Right. Orange County is a big puzzle. It's a large county with a bunch of different segments and different creative scenes. So we're hoping that the awards can be a platform that connects those different pieces into the overall big picture of the OC music scene.
Awesome. So these bands that are participating, can bands still participate, or has everything been kind of closed off?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's going to be people watching like, I'm in a band.
Well, no, they can still participate. Just because the Showcase Series submission is closed, nominees were announced for the, let me back up and just sort of give you an overall picture of sort of the categories and how they are nominated. There's 24 categories. The majority of them are nominated by the actual OC Music Awards Academy. And
very fancy.
Right,
So do the winners thank the Academy when they're up on stage?
If they feel so inclined, they certainly can. And that does make sense. I'd like to think the Academy works just fine. So that's, what is it? Now I think it's up to 19 categories that are decided by the OC Music Awards Academy. And that's made up of local OC music professionals, writers, DJs, people involved in the scene. And then the showcase series actually decides 2 other categories, Best Live Band and Best Live Acoustic. But the category that's still up for participation is People's Choice Award. And to do that, all you got to do is go to ocmusicawards.com. Not sure if I can say this. You just go to the website, browse the website, ocmusicawards.com, and you can nominate your band, yourself as an artist, and tell all your friends and family and whoever else, post it on your MySpace, your Facebook, to nominate you and vote for you in the People's Choice Award. So the top 5 artists with the most votes will be the nominees for People's Choice, and then the night of, we actually do a text message process that decides the winner at the awards night. Yeah,
getting very technological.
We're
technologically advanced. Yeah, I can't even speak.
We're tying it all in. I mean, we really are making it a very entertaining show for the night of. So when you come, you know, it's a 2-hour show front to back, and you have just a great time, see a bunch of good music, and you know, feel immersed in the community. The whole music community.
And I think it's so nice that people can actually attend. It's not just this award show for the musicians themselves, but for the community to kind of get involved.
Absolutely.
So these nominations, you mentioned that a lot of people in the public eye, a lot of people in the industry are going to be nominated, judging, that kind of a thing. How does the nomination process work? Did these individuals go out and just view bands, or how do they even get noticed? Because I'm sure there's a lot of bands out there that are great, that are really under the radar.
Good question. The way it works is basically we lean on the expertise of the Academy members to be aware of the scene through their occupations and through their activities throughout the year. So part of the component is if you are an active member of the music scene as an artist and you're playing out and you are involved, you will be seen by enough of these Academy members that, and if you're talented, of course, that you're going to have a lasting impression on them all the way until they vote on the nominees for that year's music awards. So part of the component is to find the bands that are proactively furthering their career, have talent, and are passionate in doing it in Orange County. So that's why the Academy system works, because these Academy members are a diverse group of people that make up various functions throughout different parts of the scene. So hopefully we get an accurate picture of artists that are, proactively progressing their career throughout the scene.
So what are some of these categories that people are nominated in?
Sure. I mean, it spans from Best Album, Best Song, Best New Artist, genre categories like Best Rock, Best Indie, and then there's the special awards that we have. Orange County Impact Award. This year will be going to Sugar Ray. And then we also have Lifetime Achievement Award, which will be going to the longtime Orange County rock critic, Jim Washburn.
Oh, wow.
Written for the OC Weekly and registered for a long time.
And speaking of OC Weekly, they've been very supportive of this event. Right?
Yeah, they're one of our big supporters, our big media sponsors. We have a slideshow. If you go to ocweekly.com, you'll see a slideshow in their music section, pretty much covering each week's showcase series. They've been very good at supporting and putting up banner ads on their website and just ads in the paper, and bringing people to each event for us. It's great.
And you guys have a lot of other media coverage as well, correct?
K-Rock is our radio sponsor, along with KUCI, which is a local tie-in, but radio is the major. K-Rock is the major radio sponsor. Kat Corbett will be hosting the awards. The host of Locals Only, who actually does play a lot of these bands. So part of it is tying in people in Orange County, and then also that have nationwide visibility, and getting them involved and excited about OC music.
Yeah, especially Kat Corbett, Sugar Ray, and these are big names that people should have heard of if they know anything about music. So it isn't this little show, which now I feel kind of embarrassed that I've never heard about it. Nine years now.
Right.
How did you come to the position of producing the show?
It was really natural. I run a music rehearsal studio called Gemini Studios, and I sponsored it in 2007. I guess it was 2008. And the producer at that time, Martin Brown, had been producing it for the last 7 years. And he pulled me aside at the finals and said, I think I'm moving to Spain, changing my lifestyle. I'm going to leave the country, not just, move out of town. Would you like to take this over? And I thought about it for about 10 seconds. I'm like, yeah, I think so. This makes a lot of sense. I thought I could see a direction for it. I thought I could help. I thought I could work to create the relevant opportunities for local artists here in Orange County. And that's something that I'm very passionate about. Certainly with Gemini, I've been doing that for the last 9 years, since 2001. It's a large rehearsal studio, so there's a lot of musicians that come through it, and they're constantly asking me, and have been asking me for a long time, how do we advance our career? What's the next step? And I used to say LA, like pretty much everybody else did. You go to LA, play the circuit, play Sunset, and get signed. And then as the record sort of industry turned on its axis and kind of came unglued, that became less and less important to actually get that record deal, which made LA a little less important. So if you don't have to be in LA, and you can do it with an internet connection and a YouTube account, and you create a cool video in Nebraska, you can certainly do it in Orange County. And you can probably do it easier and with greater effect in Orange County.
And I've noticed a lot of the bands that we've had here on this show as well, a lot of them are self-produced, yet they're playing every week. They have a huge following, so it isn't something that you need to be signed to this major record label. Are most of the bands that are nominated, are they signed or are they independent, kind of just starting out?
Some are. We don't put a cap on relative success. So if No Doubt is nominated, No Doubt is nominated.
Are they nominated?
They're not nominated this year.
They don't have an album out, do they?
So they're not nominated for a new album, but last year we did have Offspring nominated. And it's certainly there's a variety of signed and unsigned artists. And the awards, is definitely geared towards helping the up-and-coming artists get exposure, create a name for themselves within their hometown, and then hopefully go on, even beyond Orange County into, nationwide success, and then come back and help the next generation.
So I'm probably going to put you on the spot here and rack your brain, but is there anyone that has won an OC Music Award that may have been unknown at the time that now is pretty well known, that anyone, even if they're not into music, could have heard of?
Well, the Union Line, proof and concept. Last year's Best Live Band winner of the Union Line is recently signed to Sony RCA and creating a ton of buzz. Japanese Motors, who just broke up, but they won a few awards last year and had a good amount of buzz generated about them. So certainly, the awards in identifying talent is very much working. And I think people are taking notice and saying, this band won Best Live Band, this band won Best Live Acoustic, let's give a listen. That last band got signed. This is happening in our own backyard. Why don't we take notice? So
these awards, what does it look like?
What do
they get for winning?
I should have brought one with me. There we go.
And I could have pretended to have won it.
We could have done
my acceptance speech.
We could have done the whole presentation right here. Well, hopefully you'll come to the awards. March 6th, right?
March 6th.
You're coming, along with everyone else, right?
Of course, everyone who is watching the show right now.
Okay, great. So the award itself is actually, it's a musical note that has it's a circular shape. And this is, a poor description, but it's a circular shape with a musical note reference, vaguely referencing an orange with a music note in the middle of it, symbolizing Orange County music. So, it's a great award. I think it does symbolize, the essence of the awards and local music, and something that people feel proud of when they set on their mantle or dashboard or whatever bands do on their amp. I hope in the rehearsal studio at Gemini Studios, hopefully, or other rehearsal studios.
Plug there.
Yes, we have. Well, it's not just Gemini that's involved. We have, Third Encore, which is not that it's important, but they're my largest competitor. So it's not something that I'm trying to do to promote Gemini. We reach out to everyone involved in the music industry, whether it's a small recording studio, rehearsal studio, record label, management company, PR company, whatever. We want, the idea is to create something that people can get excited about, get involved with, and gain momentum on its own, and then be self-sustaining and provide the opportunities that these musicians need here.
Mm-hmm. Now, going back to you a little bit, you have this recording studio. Do you
rehearsal
have
studio.
Rehearsal, not
Crystal.
recording, rehearsal. I'm sorry.
And,
I'm sorry, okay.
And I can even be more specific than that. It's a monthly rehearsal studio. Oh. So artists get their own private studio on a month-to-month basis. So it's basically a room like we're sitting in right here that they rent.
So you can be as loud as you want and not worry about the neighbors.
That's right. No neighbors, no cops, no parents, just music.
That's really nice. Okay, so this rehearsal studio, do you have a background as a musician at all? Do you sing? Do you play any instruments?
Certainly. And I didn't bring my guitar, so you're spared. But no, I play guitar. I come from a musically inclined family. Father and mom both play instruments. So music is just a part of my life.
So it's something that growing up with, you kind of knew it was always going to be where you went
I didn't, but it just, I didn't really consciously think of it. It just sort of, I followed it. You know, it was just natural. It's just, I like doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. And then how can I sustain a lifestyle doing this and, you know, have some fun at the same time? And the rehearsal studio seemed great. And the OC Music Awards, being involved in that seemed like a natural progression.
So March 6th, if people want to attend the actual show,
right,
where do they get information?
OCMusicAwards.com has everything you need to know about the awards. So just, you know, you can go there and see the full, complete showcase schedule. Today is February 4th that we're taping. I don't know if probably.
I can't believe it's already February.
I know, right? It's 2010.
I don't know. What happened on Groundhog Day? Do you know? Are we having more winter? Are we having the sun?
You know, I have no idea.
It was lovely weather today, though.
It was a good movie with Bill Murray. I don't remember
it's
what
been a
happened
long time since I've seen that. Well, hopefully in March, I'm sure the weather is going to be very nice.
As long as there's no rain. Which,
what happens if it rains?
What happens if it rains? We have a contingency plan involving tents.
There you go.
Tents.
Yeah, because electricity and water are probably not the best mixture coming down.
This is all at the Grove. So, I mean, just the entrance would be slightly affected from rain, which we could certainly accommodate and with some tents. But the Grove was built originally for awards shows. So it's actually designed for, you know, our event specifically, even more so than just a standard rock concert or another type of performance. So it's a beautiful place to see an award show. They've got great screens up and a beautiful stage and tiered, and it's going to be seated. There's 12 people to a table, and there's gift bags to take away.
Ooh,
Fender,
fancy.
I can go into a little bit of the sponsors that are our partners that are participating. This year, Fender is involved for the first time, which is a major music instrument retailer, manufacturer, the number 3 in the country, who started in Fullerton, originally with Leo Fender, repairing radios and building amplifiers. So they are involved, and they are very happy to be involved in their hometown music scene and giving back and supporting. And they're going to have a full display there with guitars that you can come and play, and they're even going to tie in a portion of the Fullerton Museum's Leo Fender permanent gallery that is always up, so you can go to that anytime and check that out and learn about Leo Fender and Fender. But they'll have a portion of that at the awards. And there'll be, you know, other goodies and gift bags, and you can learn about this Fender University program that they offer. And they'll have master technicians there. It's just going to be an amazing Fender experience. So if you love Fender, well, if you are a musician, you probably at least know Fender and are interested in learning more about them.
If you're not a musician, you probably heard of Fender.
Exactly.
See, I've heard of Fender.
Everyone's heard of Fender.
There you go.
Everyone knows Fender. So they will be there. And Red Bull also is another great thing that some of our sponsors are doing, Red Bull and Fender both, is giving rewards to the Showcase Series winners. There are 2 award categories that are decided by the Showcase Series, Best Live Band and Best Live Acoustic. Fender is giving both $2,500 gift voucher for Fender gear, and Red Bull is giving both as well, 4 days at Red Bull Studios in Santa Monica.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to say like 100 Red Bulls. No. To keep on playing.
Yeah.
That's really nice. And I think that's a testament to how big this show has become and how important it is to have these big name companies sponsoring this event.
Well, hopefully it's more a testament to their belief in the music that's coming out of Orange County, and getting behind that and seeing benefit for them being involved, because the artists are of a certain caliber that helps their efforts and promote what they're involved in. And that's a vote of confidence that is nice to have, certainly. Yeah, so, you know, before we get to the actual awards night, I mentioned the 2 other showcases that are coming up in February. There's also the showcase finals, which will be the weekend before the awards. And those are February 26th at Yost Theater, free. And that's going to be Best Live Acoustic finals. And then the following evening, February 27th, at Samueli Theater, part of Orange County Performing Arts Center, will be the Best Live Band finals, also free to the public, which...
And that's a large... That's a large space.
Samueli
so a
Theater,
lot of people can come see that.
Yes, it's 600 capacity. It's on the campus with the Segerstrom Hall and the main Orange County Performing Arts Center. But if you're planning on coming to that, which hopefully you are, Crystal, and hopefully everyone else is, I would get there early. It's going to be no ins and outs. Once you're in, and we can't. If you go out, you can't come back in.
And is it a first come, first serve in terms of seating?
Yes, first come, first serve.
So it definitely is important to get there early.
Get there early.
And in terms of the...
Same thing with Yost, though. Yost is also going to be packed.
In terms of the award ceremony itself, I'd imagine there's only so many seats that you can accommodate. So it's important to get your tickets early. Get
them now. And you can just go to ocmusicawards.com. There are tickets options there for you. 1,300 capacity. Over 100 nominated artists, and then, you know, if you average that out to 3 or 4 members per group, that takes up a large amount of the tickets right there. And then their family and friends and family will fill up another large portion of that. So if you are interested in going, I would strongly recommend going and getting your tickets and securing them now. And then on the awards night, it's first come, first serve as far as seating too. So show up early. There's a red carpet. So you could be in the front row when the nominated band is way in the back? Now, you could be in the front row of certain tiers. Press is usually up front, just so they can get the best shots and the best view and record the action and then tell us all about what happened, which is, I'm sure, where Turning the Verge will be, hopefully. Well, thank you so much for being here and talking with us. OCMusicAwards.com, correct? That's right. Yeah, make sure you guys go there, check it out, get all that information about the upcoming showcases and tickets for the show March 6th at the Grove in Anaheim. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you're dressed so nice. Seriously,